When you hear the word billionaire, what comes to mind? Elon Musk? Jeff Bezos? Maybe Bill Gates? But what if I told you the very first billionaire didn't own a tech company, didn't have a smartphone, and didn't even live in the 20th century? His story isn't just untold, it's almost unbelievable. So grab a seat and get ready, because we're diving into the incredible life of the first billionaire in history. Let me ask you a question. How do you become so rich that, even after over 100 years, your wealth adjusted for inflation still blows today's billionaires out of the water? That's not just rich, that's legendary. And that legend's name was John D. Rockefeller. This man wasn't just wealthy, he created the model of modern capitalism, and in the process, built an oil empire so powerful it made governments nervous. He lived in an era without the internet, without credit cards, even before cars were common. And yet, he still amassed a fortune that would be worth over $400 billion today. Rockefeller was born in 1839 in upstate New York. His father? A traveling snake oil salesman, literally. His mother? A devout Baptist who taught him thrift and discipline. From a young age, Rockefeller was obsessed with numbers. He would lend small sums of money to neighbors and carefully track every penny he earned. While other kids played ball, John was learning the value of compound interest. He once said, "I do not think there is any other quality so essential to success as the quality of perseverance." And persevere he did. At just 16, he got his first job as an assistant bookkeeper, earning 50 cents a day. So how did he go from bookkeeper to billionaire? Enter oil. In the 1860s, oil was the new gold rush. People didn't know what to do with it. It was messy, unpredictable, and dangerous. But Rockefeller, he saw opportunity. In 1870, he co-founded Standard Oil. But instead of wild drilling, he focused on refining, turning raw oil into usable products like kerosene. He cut costs ruthlessly, reinvested profits, and struck secret deals with railroads. His strategy was simple but brutal: buy out competitors or crush them. Some called him a genius, others a villain. Either way, he was winning. By the 1880s, Standard Oil controlled over 90% of the US oil refining business. Think about that. 9 out of every 10 barrels of oil in America passed through Rockefeller's hands. He wasn't just rich, he was powerful. But with great power came great backlash. The public and politicians started questioning his methods. Was it fair? Was it legal? Was it dangerous? In 1911, the US Supreme Court ruled that Standard Oil was a monopoly and ordered it to be broken up. But here's the twist. Breaking up the company actually made Rockefeller even richer, because he owned shares in all the new companies that were formed. By the time he retired, Rockefeller was America's first official billionaire. But he didn't stop there. He turned to philanthropy, giving away over $500 million in his lifetime. He funded universities, public health, medical research, and education. The University of Chicago, Rockefeller money. Spelman College, Rockefeller money. He basically invented the modern foundation, the idea of using wealth to solve social problems. Some say he was redeeming himself. Others say he was always a moral man in a ruthless world. Either way, his impact on business, society, and wealth itself is still being felt today. So, the next time you hear about today's billionaires launching rockets or buying social media platforms, remember, the blueprint was written over a century ago by a man born before electricity lit the streets. John D. Rockefeller didn't just become the first billionaire. He changed the rules of wealth and rewrote the story of the American dream. Thanks for watching. If you found this story fascinating, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more untold histories, and share this with someone who loves a good origin story. Until next time, stay curious.